talk about income from salary. This is a very basic lecture about income from salary. At the outset, I must tell you, there must be an employer and employee relationship between two persons. Then it is income from salary. I am a professor. I am getting salary from Dr. Patil institution. So my employer is Dr. Patil institution, and I am an employee. So employer and employee relationship must exist between two people. Then it is an income from salary. Friends, out of 5 heads of income from salary, house property, capital gains, profits and gains from business and profession, and income from other sources. Income from salary is the major source of tax revenue for the government because tax is deductible at source and every month from the employees. Okay, so different sections are given here. Section 10 talks about exemptions from allowances. Okay, section 17 talks about perquisites, and section 18 gives you the deductions from gross total income. Okay, now what is allowances? What is the meaning of allowance? Allowance means everything which is given in cash over and above the salary. For example, I am getting my fixed salary with some slab, and if I am getting house rent allowance, then it is allowance. Means for paying rent of my house, if I am getting fixed amount over and above my salary, which is inculcated into salary sheet, then it becomes an allowance. But SSC can claim certain exemptions. Okay, I have written some section 10 exemptions here. Agricultural income, that is not related to salary. If a person is self-employed with agriculture, then 100% exemption is there. Now these are salary related exemptions. 1010 is gratuity. What is gratuity? The amount which is received by an employee at the time of his retirement for providing services for his lifetime to that company. That amount is, lump sum amount is called as gratuity. If I will get 6 lakhs rupees as gratuity at the time of my retirement, I can claim section 1010. So my tax will be reduced. This is a benefit to me. Section 1010 is commutation of pension. To commute means to sell. If I am getting per month 50,000 pension, and if I say government, you give me 25,000 only, and for remaining part give me lump sum, 10 lakhs rupees, 15 lakhs rupees, whatever is calculation, then it is computation. So whatever lump sum I am going to get, I will claim exemption under section 1010A. The test of your knowledge lies in correctly reminding the tables, provisions given in these sections. Now I have written just headings. Okay. Then 1010A is leave encashment, leave salary. Whatever leave is balance at my account on the date of my retirement, that there. If there is 360 days leave balance, I may say government, and I already work for 360 days extra, give me payment of that, 12 months. Instead, I should get leave encashment. Again, I can claim exemption under section 1010AA. 1012 is provident fund. 4 types of provident fund: statutory provident fund, recognized provident fund, unrecognized provident fund, and public provident fund. Okay, I'll let you know the difference between these 4 funds when I teach you the problem. 1013A is house rent allowance that we discussed. Again, exemption is there. 2 tables are there. House situated in MKDC, house situated other than MKDC, Mumbai, Kolkata, Delhi, and Chennai, metro cities. And if house is situated in other cities, then different tables are given for the purpose of calculating exemption. Clear? Focus, increase your speed of attentiveness, that is important. I am going fast. 1014 is what? Special allowances. Special allowances is of 2 types. First is deductible at specified amount. Second is deductible up to actual expenditure. For example, children education allowance. It is exempt up to 100 rupees per month per child. If I am getting children education allowance of 500 in my salary, I will claim exemption of 100 rupees. If I have two sons, I will claim 200 per month. So on remaining 300 rupees, I will have to pay tax. So deductible at specific amount, hostel expenditure allowance, tribal area allowance. Long list is there. I have just written it for your understanding. Counter insurgency allowance, then hilly areas allowance, underground allowance, uniform allowance, dress allowance, lunch allowance. Okay, you can write the list, exhaustive list later on. Deductible up to actual expenditure. There are certain allowances. For example, I am getting 2000 rupees for conveyance. Now, what is conveyance allowance? To commute the distance between workplace and outside work provided by the employer. If I am expending 1500 on actual expenditure of official duties, I will get exemption from 2000 up to 1500. Remaining 500 will be taxable. Clear? So deductible up to actual expenditure incurred by the assessee. Section 17 is perquisites. I already written there. Non-monetary benefits. What is non-monetary benefits? Facilities provided by employer to the employee. If Mr. X is the manager and flat is provided free of cost for residing purpose, this is benefit, non-monetary benefit, facility. It comes under perquisite. अब इसका ट्रीटमेंट एकदम उल्टा है. कैसे? इसमें हम एग्जम्पशन दे रहे थे, टैक्स बचा रहे थे उसका, इसमें टैक्स बढ़ेगा उसका. कंपनी ने फ्लैट दिया, तो हमें ये कैलकुलेट करना है. If the same flat would have been taken on rent by Mr. X, how much rent he would have paid throughout the year? वो कैलकुलेट करो as per table of section 17 and add into his salary. So increase his tax by that amount. That is perquisite. इसमें भी 3-4 टाइप्स है. Accommodation at concessional rent, furnished accommodation at concessional rent, unfurnished accommodation at concessional rent, rent-free furnished accommodation, rent-free unfurnished accommodation. These are the types. You have to understand in the examination which type of accommodation is provided for the purpose of perquisite. That is the test of your knowledge. So in-depth understanding is required, I think. Same way, car is provided by employer to the employee. Running and maintenance expenses, petrol is filled up by employer. He is using free of cost. Is that clear? It is perquisite. Again, table is given to you. Is that clear? Which car is provided? Below 1600 cc cubic capacity or above 1600 cubic capacity engine. छोटा कार है क्या बड़ा कार है, उसके दो टेबल है. That you will have to remind for the purpose of perquisite calculation. Once you understand, it is very simple. Don't worry. Okay. Then last is section 80. Section 80 gives deductions from gross total income. Sample I have written. Actually, list if you will see 80 triple C, 80 CCD, 80 E, 80 double E, then 80 F, 80 G, 80 GG, then 80 H. Okay. Then 80 IA, 80 IAB, 80 double J A, 80 double J double A, 80 RRB, 80 QQB and 80 U. This is the long list of sections. But for the purpose of income from salary, you can study this. 80C is total investments made by an assessee during the year in listed investments like life insurance policy, medical policy taken. In that case, he can get 1,50,000 per year deduction under section 80C. Okay, check the limit for 22-23 it would be 2 lakhs. 80 CCD, again contribution to LIC pension fund or policy. 80 is repayment of loan taken for higher education, that is 80E. 80G is rent paid, donations. Yesterday there was a problem. Donation to NDF, National Defence Fund. I told you, it is claimed under 80G from gross total income. Any donation paid by the assessee. Is that clear? That is 80G. And 80U is provided for the assessee who are disabled. physically. So permanent physical disability and temporary physical disability. This was 75,000 to 1 lakh. Deduction is provided for section 80U. So these are the sections. I hope you will study these sections at home in detail. You will read in your own interest. You will take all the tables, and then from tomorrow we will go to solve the problems. Okay? And lastly, I will tell you the share. जो मैंने आपको बोला, दाग मूवी का शेयर है राजेश खन्ना का. ये समझ में आया सबको?
Yes.
ओके. दाग मूवी का शेयर है, मुझे इतनी मोहब्बत ना दो दोस्तों. बोलो वाह वाह.
वाह.
मुझे इतनी मोहब्बत न दो दोस्तों, मैं तो कुछ भी नहीं. इज्जतें उल्फतें चाहते इस दुनिया में कुछ भी रहता नहीं. आज मैं हूँ जहाँ वहाँ कल कोई और था. आज मैं हूँ जहाँ वहाँ कल कोई और था. ये भी एक दौर है, वो भी एक दौर था. थैंक यू. ये सब लिखो. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट.